guys, welcome back. We're on chapter 8, lesson 5, and we're going to describe length, height, and weight. Okay, so normally in class we would be able to pick objects and draw them on our paper and describe them, but we're going to go ahead and just put an X on the first page and kind of move on to where we can work together and all look at the same objects. So let's go ahead and put an X on the first page, and let's go ahead and turn it to see and show. So over here on number 1, we're going to look at our different objects. And we're going to describe the length of each object, okay? So if I'm looking at number 1, I'm seeing a pencil or a pen, and I'm also looking at a box of chalk. Looking at the pen, I can see that the pen is longer than the box of chalk, and the chalk is shorter than the pen. And so what it wants us to do is it wants us to also describe the weight of each object. So I have a pen, one single pen, and I have a box of jumbo chalk, and there's 3 pieces in it. So which one of these do you think would weigh more? I want you to draw an X on the object that would weigh more. Okay? Now I also want you to circle the object that is longer. Oh, my pen went silly there. Try it again. There we go. Close enough. All right, so let's go to number 2. I have a scissors and I have a pencil sharpener, and that's a pretty small pencil sharpener. So looking at these 2 objects, let's talk about their length first. The pair of scissors is longer than the small pencil sharpener. And if I'm talking about weight-wise, I would think that a pair of scissors would probably weigh more than a teeny tiny small pencil sharpener. So we are going to put a circle on the scissors because they are longer, and we're also going to put a X on the scissors because they are heavier. All right. Now going to number 3, we're going to look at these objects. We have a box of tissue and some plastic wrap here to save some leftovers. So what we're going to do is let's talk about the height of each object. I have a tissue box that is taller than the box of plastic wrap. So I want you to go ahead and circle the object that is taller. Okay, and then it wants you to describe the length of each object. So looking at the length now, I can see that the tissue box going this way is shorter than the plastic wrap, who is longer here. So we are going to put an X on the object that is longer. Okay. Now going to number 4, I have 2 containers. It looks like I have a metal tin container here that might have some cookies on it. And then it looks like I have a little small container with a lid that might hold some snacks, like maybe some goldfish or something. So looking at these 2 objects, I'm going to describe the height first. So we're going to look from top to bottom. And top to bottom, it's looking like the purple tin here is taller than the plastic yellow tin cup here. So I'm going to put a circle around this one because it is taller. Now it wants us to look at the length of the objects. So from going left to right, looking at these objects, I can see that the purple tin is longer than this small little cup. It is actually shorter. So we are going to put an X on this one. So in number 4, you should have circled and put an X on the same object. Let's turn the page. All right, now it says to do on your own, but we are going to do this together, okay? So let's look at these objects. And we're going to do the first one together, and I'm going to let you do 6, 7, and 8 by yourself, and then we're going to come back and check it. So look at the objects, the height of each object. We're going to circle the object that is taller. All right, I have a glue stick and I have a lunchbox. Of course, a small little glue stick is not taller than a lunchbox. So we're going to circle the lunchbox, and we're going to draw on an X on the object that weighs more, and that's going to be the